Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rivalry Week on the most must-see NWR7 talk show in history. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Cody Dzis. I have no co-host with me again. It's solo me, but you love solo me. Again, career enhancing, career enlightening. This is our house, all right? Now, I have the two topics to talk about today. Girls and boys basketball. They got big games coming up this Friday that I want you guys to all be there for, and I know you guys will be because you're supportive fans. Also, side note, I tried putting on a tie. It was a light blue tie. It would have looked so good, but unfortunately, my struggles continue with learning how to tie a tie, so that will not be necessary. But it's alright, it's alright! We got girls basketball to talk about. We got boys basketball to talk about. And we got hype for this Friday. Alright? Now let's talk about girls basketball because I'm already in a really good mood right now. Last 3 games, we've gotten 2 dubs and 1 loss. The 2 dubs, one was against Achievement First. Freshman Tally Brodnitsky starred in that game. 12 points, 4 of 8 shooting. She was the player of the game. Against the Housatonic Mountaineers, Jonna Sandin was the big producer, the enforcer. 14 points, 11 rebounds, 7 of 16 shooting from the field. She was the player of the game. And the loss to first place Nanawag, which kind of hurt, but it was a great game to watch. Freshman star Morgan Plitt had a career high of 20 points. And she was 5 of 13 shooting. As a freshman, that is incredible. Morgan, keep doing what you're doing, and Tally, you the same. You guys are both incredible athletes. Keep it going. Jonna Sandin also contributed last game with 16 points and 14 boards on 7 of 15 shooting. Nanawag's Ashley Hennessy put up 22 points, game high for her. So congratulations, Ashley, not only on the win, but on a game high 22 points. Great job. Standings right now. Nanawag is in first at 15-1. Northwestern's 13-3. Chapag is 12-5. Thomaston's 11-6. Housatonic's 10-7. Gilbert 6-12. Litchfield's 4-13. Wamogo's 4-13. And Terryville is 2-15. So kind of a struggling season for Terryville and Litchfield and Wamogo. But for the rest of the teams, it's been pretty competitive. Now, advice to Northwestern, because Northwestern's in my blood, I gotta support. I would just say to keep fighting hard, work on helping defense on drives, and move the ball around more. Obviously, we do a great job of moving the ball around. That's why we've gotten so many open looks. That's why we get a lot of great drives into the paint. We keep fighting. That's what our team should be known for, our great defense. The only thing is to help defense on drives. It looked like that was the struggle for last game. There were some times where I noticed that one person wasn't sliding over to help out enough and wasn't getting into the contact as much, which is all right. It happens. It's basketball, all right? I'm not putting anyone down of how they played. I'm just trying to say what I think the team should work on, and I hope Coach Williams follows my advice. I know he's not the biggest fan of this account, but it's just my advice. Take it how you want. It's an opinion of how I take games, all right? Again, career enhancing, career enlightening. Coming up next, whoa. They play Friday against Gilbert at 5:30 p.m., and we want you to show up, all right? We need the girls to have a big crowd, and this is one of the biggest crowd games of the year because it's a crosstown rivalry, so you're going to want to miss it. Alright, coming up next, boys basketball. We're going to talk about them quick. They've been playing phenomenal as of late. We're going to talk about Gilbert, Northwestern later on in the video. You guys got to stick around for that. Please follow it. Coming up next on the Rundown. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the most must-see NWR7 talk show in history, The Rundown. I'm Cody Dzis. It's a solo act tonight, but you love to see it. You love it. Your blood is pumping. Your heart is warm. You are ready! Career enhancing, career lending. Alright, so, boys basketball. We already talked about the girls. Time to talk about the boys. 6-1 in the last 7 games. This is phenomenal ball they've been playing. Let me just tell you that. This is what they've done. They beat Platt 54-52. Player of the game, Trent Valier. He had an absolute day. Beat Thomaston 53-43. Player of the game there was Curtis Blishy. He had another great day. And you can check all these interviews out that I've been doing for the home games that they've won on NWR7_ The Rundown on the Instagram page. Please follow it. Please follow it. We're almost at 500. The next game, beat Terryville 50-47. Colin Wilson finally set his standards straight. He finally had a goal coming in. He put up 11 in the second quarter, and that really pushed Northwestern to get the win. They played phenomenal that game. Then they beat Litchfield 45-35. We did not get a player of the game for that, and I'm sorry, I did as much research as I could. But the next game after that, it was a home game, and they unfortunately lost to the Chepaug Spartans 67-61. Brandon North put a season-high 27 points up. He was 9 of 12 shooting. Chepaug had Owen Hibbard, who's going to go all-league, and I'm making that claim right now, all right? Don't fight me for that. Owen Hibbard, 24 points, 7 of 11 shooting. Phenomenal game from a great player. And Mike Paracci had 23 points, and he was 9 of 12 shooting. So, 2 lights-out shooters that night. Then, they go on the road to Housatonic, and we destroyed them at home, and now we destroyed them in their house. 72-38. Player of the game for that was Brandon North. But, bigger story. Freshman Freddie Camp finally got his opportunity. He was put into the lineup, and he scored 9 points in his varsity debut, which is phenomenal, and I'm so supportive of this young kid. He is a great athletic talent. He's a pretty decent shooter. He's a great defender. He is so athletic. He is a gift, and I hope his talent does not go to waste over the next couple of years, because he is something that everyone in the BL should be worried about. And then they beat Nonalog 66-65, and Nonalog's one of the top teams in the BL. All right, Northwestern was struggling by a lot earlier on in the season, and they lost to Nonalog at our place. But then we go on the road and beat them by 1 at their place. Player of the game, finally LD3, Levi Delaney, has a great game. 23 points, and he had the game-winning steal that set up the win. So, congratulations to Levi on finally getting that player of the game that you so rightfully deserve, because you've been playing well this year. Here are the standings. Chepaug is in first at 12-3. Wamogo at 11-4. Nonalog at 10-6. Terryville at 9-6. Northwestern at 8-8. They finally hit 500, and I'm happy for them. Gilbert at 6-8. They've been kind of struggling recently. I don't know what it is. I haven't really talked to anyone in that Gilbert locker room yet. I'll have to get an analysis from that. Thomaston is 6-9. Litchfield 5-9. And Housatonic a dreadful 1-15. And they are completely out of state contention. So I'm sorry, Housatonic. I'm sorry for the unfortunate season. I really am. Now, advice to my Highlanders. Keep playing team ball. Keep playing smart basketball. Keep working hard. You guys are doing everything right now. You guys are taking as many shots as you need. You guys are taking smart shots. You're moving the ball around. You're doing everything that a Highlander defines themselves as. Team players. And that is a huge key to victory. So, guys, just keep it up. Keep playing great defense. Keep locking up. Keep scoring the ball pretty well. Get it to the hot hands if you ever need to. Because right now we are on a roll and we have a big game Friday. 7 o'clock, Valentine's Day. You'll either be with your loved one, making dinner for them, or you'll be at Gilbert versus Northwestern. 7 o'clock. Boys, Hunter Smith, Dylan Crowley, they're going to lead Gilbert into deer country. against LD3, Brandon North, Trent Valier, and the Highlanders, who have made a tremendous run recently. So this is a game that you want to go to, and I want that student section packed, so please go there for the love of Northwestern and for the love of the rundown, because I could really use your support and they could use it as well. Coming up next, I'm just going to be hyping y'all up, so be prepared. We coming up next on the rundown. Welcome back to the rundown, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cody Dzis. I'm a solo act today. Again, career enhancing, career enlightening. I don't know how many times I have to say it per video. Follow the Instagram at NWR7_the rundown and subscribe to the channel. We are getting a lot of subscribers and I love it. Now are you ready? This is the hype section of this video. Alright? Now, I know a lot of you at Northwestern, if you watch my videos, you're gonna know that I am a big school supporter when it comes to our athletics. I have supported soccer. I've supported girls soccer. I've supported volleyball. I've supported field hockey. I've supported football. I've supported girls basketball. I've supported boys basketball. I supported swim. I supported wrestling. I supported everything! Even hockey! And we only have one player! But here's the biggest thing. With all the support that I've given and all the work I've done over the last week to get people at that game this Friday, I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot to get people there. I've made a couple signs that I've been holding up. I've been like, yeah, go to the game! Go to the game! And honestly, I think I've done a really good job. But we'll see how the turnout is Friday. Now, I actually have an old picture of one of the crowds that we had a couple years back. And that crowd was amazing. That crowd was something else. And I hope that on Friday night, we get that crowd. Alright? And I'm going to leave a picture of that crowd as this video ends. So as you're watching, you're going to see what I want as a crowd. And if we don't get it, if I look into the crowd at either 5:30 or 7 and I don't see the amount of people that we had last year or a couple years ago, I can't remember exactly which one, I am going to be very heated because I worked my ass off. Yeah, I said it. I just went PG-13 now. I worked my ass off to get people to go to that game, alright? And if you don't go to that game, if you have a family issue, let me just say that if you have a family issue or you have to work, I totally get it. It's fine. But for the select few of fans that don't go because they are bored at games or they don't like going to basketball games, I'm speechless. Our school, if you're an athlete that doesn't go to these, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we support you. You support us. That's all I'm saying there. But for the fans that don't even, don't do a sport and don't go to the games, please be supportive tonight or Friday night. Please be supportive. I've done so much work. And if you don't go to the games, you're not only upsetting me, you're not only upsetting the teams, you're not only upsetting the administrators for not seeing how great of a turnout this will be if everyone goes, you'll be upsetting the rundown. Yeah, you'll be upsetting the rundown, alright? And there'll be a lot of consequences. I'm not going to do anything bad to you, but I'm just going to, constantly remind you over the next couple of months that you were the one fan we could have used that we missed out on because you went to do something else that wasn't going to make you busy and wasn't going to be supportive in any single way. Like, if you're just sitting at home on your phone and not doing anything, I have literally told everyone to go to the Gilbert games this Friday. Gilbert Northwestern is the biggest rivalry in the BL, and that's a fact. And if any of you argue that, I would love to hear your explanation on how your fan sections are better, how your teams are better, how everything is better! Alright? Are you happy now? I'm pissed off! If we don't get a right turnout this Friday, I am going to be pissed! Even more than I am now, alright? And you don't want that. Me pissed is not good, alright? So please, do me a favor, do the administrators a favor, do the teams a favor, and most importantly, do the rundown and every other fan that is very supportive a favor, and go to the games this Friday, because this is going to be the most important game that you ever go to in your life. Unless you're an underclassman and you're going the next year for when you're a senior. But other than that, this is a very important game. This is the last time that you'll see me report Gilbert Northwestern basketball, at least maybe for another year. I have no idea what the future holds. But please, come support. It's very, very important. And that'll be all for the rundown, guys. Thank you all for watching. Really support everything that you guys have done for me. Follow the Instagram at NWR7_the rundown. And subscribe to the channel, please. I want more subscribers. And I almost have 500 followers on the Instagram page. So please keep supporting. Love you guys so much. Thank you all for watching. I'm Cody Dzis. See you Friday. Peace.